Hi everyone, my name is Chifings, and today I'm going to present to you my projects, Algorithmic Tradings with Deep Learning. During the pandemic in 2020 and 2021, I'm sure you get asked these questions by your friends or relatives a lot.
Hey, you know Bitcoin rises to 60,000 US dollars already?
Yo, what's up, buddy? You know Apple stock? I have bought like thousands of them. Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
Then what? If you are complete beginners in the field of investing or trading, you might get panic. How do I get started? Which brokerage should I trust? What if I lose all my money? Should I invest in Malaysia stock or US stock? There are a lot of questions for beginners in the field of investing and trading. If you are one of those people, Quanto is your perfect solution. So stay along with me. I have been actively investing and trading in the US stock market since 2018, and then I got enrolled into School of Computer Science and successfully equipped myself with some programming skills and problem solving skill. One of the pain points when I was trading in the US stock market is always the time. The US stock market opened at 9:30 PM Malaysia time and it closed at 4 AM Malaysia time. So in order to execute some trades, sometimes I have to stay up till midnight. So I thought, can I code an algorithms to trade for me? What if I can code an machine learning or deep learning algorithms that can learn and adapt real time and make trading decisions for me? So I started researching. After my thorough research, I have a few key takeaways. First of all, it is possible to perform algorithmic tradings ourselves, but it is heavily monopolized by big institutions like hedge fund, bank, insurance company. Even if they have some profit-making algorithms, they will not share it for obvious reason. And the second key takeaway is that there are little to none commercial platform for retail traders like me and you, or even beginners, to perform algorithmic tradings or trade with algorithms. So, if there are no solutions in the market, let's build one ourselves. Let us understand the problems in the market first. First of all, there is a lack of resources and platforms for algorithmic tradings in the market. Second of all, the deployment process is too tough for normal people, especially people without programming and technical knowledge. And lastly, the trading applications in the market right now are still using some old and boring UI, which refrain people from using the applications. So, now that we understand the problems that we listed just now, let us formulate three objectives to solve the problems with our applications. First of all, we want to build a profitable trading algorithms that leverage machine learning and deep learning technologies and commercialize them for public access. Second of all, we want to create a platform that allows users to easily deploy the algorithms and check their performance. And lastly, we want to build trading applications with integrated data visualization tools for intuitive analysis. There are altogether three modules under our applications Quanto. First of all, we have an algorithms discovery module, and then we have algorithms deployment module, and last but not least, stock technical dashboard summaries. In the first modules, users can browse algorithms, can check the algorithms detail, and last but not least, to check backtesting performance. Backtesting is actually a very powerful feature which allows users to take an algorithm and backtest it or run it in the past using historical market data and see how it performs so that they can decide whether they want to use these algorithms or not. And then in the second modules, users can deploy the algorithms in paper or live trading environment, and they can also check the real-time performance of the deployment. And lastly, in the last modules, the users can check stock technical summaries, they can check the real-time stock chart and real-time news data, and last but not least, the stock sector performance. Now, let us look at the system architecture diagram of Quanto. I will put the diagram here. So first of all, we have the front-end client, which is a mobile applications Android and iOS, and this mobile client is built with Flutter technologies. The reason we choose Flutter is because it is a cross-platform programming languages which means in the futures, if you want to develop a Mac OS applications or Windows applications or even web applications, it is possible with the same code base. And then this front-end clients will send requests to the back-end API server. Our API server is built with Python with the Django framework, and this server is actually run in a Docker container. This server communicates with Firebase cloud storage for authentication purposes, and this server also communicates with News API for real-time stock news, Alpha Vantage API for stock searching, and the FMP API for stock and sector performance technical data. And all the data are stored in PostgreSQL database because PostgreSQL's database actually works very well with the Django framework. Now, let us talk about the real business, the trading engine itself. We are building the trading engine upon the Quanto Lean engine, which is the open source trading engine. And this trading engine is actually very powerful. It is capable of doing backtesting, which we mentioned earlier, and also allow us to deploy algorithms in the paper trading or live trading environment. And this trading engines is actually hosted in a Linux server, which is another server. And this trading engines is run in a Docker containers also. And the method for these two servers, the API servers and also the Linux server communicates is via SSH connections. So if the API server want to run an algorithms, it will connect to the Linux server via SSH connections to run some command. And for our machine learning models or algorithms, it is hosted together with the trading engines in the Linux server. And the ways the models trains is by Interactive Broker dataset and also Tingle News dataset. And lastly, if you want to make a trade, the algorithms want to make a trade, it will send a trading request to the Interactive Broker via the IB or the Interactive Broker API. And this is how the entire system works. So at this point, you might be curious, Chifeng, you say you want to build a profitable trading algorithms using machine learning or deep learning models. So where's your algorithms? Don't worry, we'll talk about it now. The first algorithms that we want to talk about today is TensorFlow neural network algorithms. These models predict the stock closing price, today's stock closing price, using the past 30 days stock closing price, and determine whether to buy or sell the stock today. And we backtest this algorithm with the SPY index fund in the duration from 1st of January 2020 to 1st of January 2023. And we got a return of 21.78%. The reason why we backtest with the SPY index fund is because SPY traces the top 500 company performance in the US, which is the S&P 500 company. And it is normally deemed as the benchmark in terms of investment. So if we beat the performance of SPY, then we are considered beating the market. So how does SPY perform in the same duration? Let's take a look at this chart. And we can see that SPY got an average of 9.65% in the same duration, which means our algorithm beat the market and it is more than twice as good as the benchmark in the same duration. So without wasting much of your time, I will put the details and performance of the other two proprietary algorithms that I built here so that you can have a look. Alright, let's begin our demonstrations. So I have prepared an Android device here. It is a Samsung Note 9. So throughout this demonstration, I will use this device to prove that Quanto can actually run on an actual device, not just emulators. So I'll put a screen here so you can follow what I'm doing. So as you can see, we have the apps installed already. So when the user first click on this applications, he or she or they will see the screen first. Let's begin with a quick sign up. Alright, the account is actually created in Firebase already because we use the authentication services, which is more secure and efficient. So let's try to log in to see if it works. Alright, it works. We successfully signed in to the account. So when the new user sign in or sign up an account, this is what they will see. Active deployment, there's none. No recent backtesting, the net profit is 0. So algorithms, we have algorithms there because it's in our database. The user can browse it. And deployment, 0 deployment because it's new user. And there's no stock in the watch list. The profile, yeah, it's David John. So yep, this is a new user when they sign up an account. Now I will sign out this account and we will use an admin account to demonstrate most of the features. Alright, now let's try to log into our admin account. Okay, as you can see, we have already logged into the admin account. And on the home page, we can see a big total net profit. So this net profit is actually the accumulated profit from all the deployments that the user made. So let's say if the user deployed 3 algorithms and in total, the user made, let's say, 100,000 profit, then this $100,000 will be shown here. So active deployment, we don't have any active deployment right now. So the user can actually click on this button to view some algorithms and make quick deployments. And then we also have the recent backtesting. The user can click on this to see all the data, but I will talk about it later. So proceed to the algorithms page. So we have 5 algorithms here. The first 2 algorithms is just a simple algorithms, and the third, fourth, and fifth algorithms is actually our machine learning and deep learning algorithms. So the third one is TensorFlow neural network models. The fourth one is a multi-layer perceptron algorithm, and the last one is algorithms that make trading decisions based on new sentiment analysis. So let's take a look at the TensorFlow neural network algorithms right now. So we have all the details like the description of the algorithms, the entry condition, and the exit condition, and all the technical info. So these algorithms actually predict the price, the current price of the stock based on the open price of the previous 30 days. So the users can deploy the algorithms, but I will not show it right now. Let's talk about the backtesting first. So backtesting again is a very powerful feature where the user can test the algorithms by putting it in the past to see how it performs with the historical market data. So we actually allow a full flexibility for user to customize the parameter. By that I mean, I will show you right now. The user can choose the start date, choose the end date, and the ticker symbol. Let's say I want to test these algorithms from 2020. Let's say 1st of 2020 to, let's say, 1st of 2023. Okay. And then even though if the target symbol is initially a SPY, I want to test it with Apple, the user can do that. In fact, you can test it with any symbol. Backtest. You will get a notification when the backtesting is done. So I will fast forward this part. Just information, the longer you backtest your algorithms with, the longer you have to wait because it takes time for the calculations. Alright, we have the notification. The backtesting is ready. Let's go back to our algorithms. And yes, as you can see, backtest 33. We have the backtesting ready already. So the start date 2020 1st of January to 2023 1st of January. We have the Apple stock and all the technical details. So the user can backtest it however many times he like before he proceed with deployment. So we have a net profit of 59%. So I'm pretty sure this is better than if we just buy the Apple stock on the start date and sell it on the end date. So I will put a chart here to compare the performance between if we just buy the Apple stock and compare to the performance with we use the algorithms. I'm pretty sure we perform better. We're actually beating the performance of just buying and holding Apple stock. So speaking of deployment, I will not demo it right now because it is daytime and the US market is not open yet, but no worries, I will pass it to Chiefing at the night time to show you how it works. So it is about 1:31 AM right now in Malaysia time. The US stock market is already open, and I'm sure at this point you are curious how our applications can execute trades real time in the stock market. So I'm going to show you exactly that right now. So I put a screen here so that you can follow along. So as you can see, we have already logged into the admin account and we have about 5 algorithms here. So for informations, I will not be demonstrating any algorithms that uses machine learning or deep learning algorithms. That is because these algorithms, they train the models real time and make trading decisions real time. So in the case where the requirements to purchase a stock is not met, then there will be no stock purchase and there will be no point of me doing these demonstrations. So instead, I picked this algorithms, king of stock, which is actually just a simple buy and hold Apple stock strategies where we purchase the Apple stock when the market is open, and the amount is equivalent to 1% of your portfolio values. So let's say you have 100,000 in your account of cash in your account, it will buy or purchase about $1,000 worth of Apple stock in your account. So hopefully when we click this deploy button, some Apple stock will be purchased. But before we do that, I will log into my interactive broker account or my brokers to show you that it's currently no Apple stock being purchased. So yeah, as you can see, we have about $1 million of cash in our account. By the way, this is a paper trading account. I do hope this is my real account, real money, but this is just virtual money. And we have currently 0 position for Apple. That means we haven't buy any stock yet, Apple stock yet. So hopefully when we deploy the algorithms later, this will be updated. So let's click this and proceed with our deployment. Alright, before I show the success version, I will log in with a wrong ID to show you that if you type your ID or account username or password wrongly, you will not log in. Now, we should be able to log in successfully. Alright, do you want to deploy this? Yes, we do. Alright, we will get the notifications when the deployment is done. Alright, we received notifications. Let's take a look. You can go to the home to see the active deployment or go to the deployment page. They are the same. So as you can see, we bought some Apple stock and the amount is equivalent to about 1% of our portfolio values. So as I showed you just now, we have about $1 million in my paper trading account. So the algorithms bought about 10,000 worth of Apple stock in my account, and there are others informations, technical data, for example net profit, unrealized gain, the volume, stuff like that. So we can take a look at the back end also. We have a new order event and we bought about 55 unit of Apple stock. This amount of order is being filled. So let's stop this deployment and we head to the IB account that I logged in just now to show you that the Apple stock is indeed being bought. Alright, so as you can see, we have this amount of cash and then 55 units of Apple stock is being bought. It is currently trading in my IB account. So I hope you enjoy this demonstrations of algorithms deployment, and I did not cut any of this part. Some parts I will speed up, but I will not cut it just to maintain the authenticity of these demonstrations. And yeah, that's it. So let's get back to chiefing in the daytime. Alright, I hope you are amazed by the amazing capabilities where we can perform algorithms deployment and backtesting. So let's get back to the remaining of our demonstrations. So again, you have seen this page already, deployment, just a simple like listed out all the technical data about deployment, and then this button is blurred out when the deployment is stopped. Okay, and then we have the portfolios also. This is actually just a simple dashboard for the users to add stock to their watch list to keep themselves updated. So currently we have Nvidia and AMD. We can actually search for new stock, let's say Tesla. Okay, I want to add Tesla to my watch list also. Simply click on it, and then you can see all the technical details, CEO, sectors, exchange descriptions about the company, and then you can add the stock here to the watch list. Okay, as you can see, Tesla is added, so they can actually click on this watch list also to navigate to the stock details page. The stock chart is here, everything is here, and then we have also the stock sector performance. this is all up-to-date data, which is the latest data that we have. So all the stocks seems like all the sectors perform very well. And then we have most active stock, top gainers and top losers. Seems like Tesla has a lot of volumes. You can see, you can click on it to check. So you can see 130 million volume, which is very high for stock trading. So we can actually, all this stock is, you can click on it to view the details. Okay, and then we have also the news, the latest news about all the stock that we have added to our watch list. And then all this news, you can actually click on it to read the news. Okay. Alright, let's get back. Okay, and then this refresh button is actually for you to refresh the price, but currently the stock market is closed, so the price would be the same. Okay, last but not least, we have the profile page. And one important features I just want to highlight is that we actually support dark theme for the entire application. So when we toggle this button, you can see all the dark theme here. Okay, all pages are supported. Looks very nice. Alright. So yep, I think that is about it for the demonstration. Thank you very much for watching. And I would like to end this presentation with a quote that I really like. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So I hope you are inspired to begin your algorithmic trading and investment journey with Quanto. See ya!